5 facts about J. Robert Oppenheimer you need to know. Imagine being invited to give a lecture at the age of 12. Not just any lecture, but one on geology. That's exactly what happened to Robert Oppenheimer, born on April 22, 1902, in the bustling city of New York. Oppenheimer's first scientific love was not chemistry or physics, but geology. As a young boy, he would wander Manhattan and the Hudson River Palisades, collecting rock samples that caught his eye. These weren't just random pieces of earth, but fragments of a puzzle that the young Oppenheimer was eager to solve. His curiosity was so profound and his understanding so advanced for his age that he was invited to deliver a lecture on geology at the tender age of 12. This early interest in the natural world set the stage for Oppenheimer's later scientific accomplishments. Oppenheimer didn't just stick to rocks and minerals. He was also a pioneer in studying a puzzling form of radiation, cosmic rays. These are electrically charged subatomic particles that crash into our atmosphere and are then broken up, falling to Earth in even smaller fragments. A phenomenon that was relatively new, having been discovered in 1912, less than 20 years before Oppenheimer's exploration. In 1931, Oppenheimer, alongside a student named Frank Carlson, co-authored the first of many scientific papers about the physics of cosmic rays. Their work delved into the mysteries of these particles, their impact on our planet, and how they might be harnessed or understood. This wasn't just a passing interest for Oppenheimer, but a serious scientific endeavor that would shape his career and influence the field of physics. Oppenheimer's work on cosmic rays marked him as a leading figure in the emerging field of subatomic physics. Oppenheimer was not just a brilliant scientist, he was also a man who went to great lengths to protect his family. This sentiment held true when the dark clouds of Nazi Germany started to gather. In 1937, Oppenheimer's own family became ensnared in the growing menace. His Aunt Hedwig and her son Alfred, along with Alfred's family, found themselves in the perilous position of being Jewish in Hitler's Germany. Oppenheimer, understanding the grave danger they were in, took action. He put his hand in his own pocket, using his personal funds to sponsor their escape to the United States. Here was a man of science, used to dealing with the predictable and the quantifiable, stepping into the unpredictable world of human conflict and suffering. At just 38 years old, Oppenheimer was chosen to direct the Los Alamos National Laboratory, a decision that would change the course of history. On paper, he was an unlikely candidate. Despite being a respected physicist, he admitted to being eccentric, had little administrative experience, hadn't won a Nobel Prize, and even had relatives suspected of being communist sympathizers. Yet General Leslie R. Groves saw something in him, something that would prove invaluable to the Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer managed everything at the laboratory, from salaries to living quarters, and even settled disagreements between scientists and military personnel. Under his leadership, the Manhattan Project's secret mission to create the first nuclear weapons became a reality. His ability to bring together a group of brilliant minds and drive them towards a common goal was astounding. It was here, in the New Mexico desert, that Oppenheimer earned the nickname Father of the Atomic Bomb. Despite his unconventional background, Oppenheimer proved himself to be an effective leader, driving one of the most significant scientific projects in history. Beyond his scientific achievements, Oppenheimer was a man of many talents. One of these was his passion for poetry. Despite his rigorous scientific pursuits, he found time to dabble in the realm of verses, allowing his thoughts to flow freely in the form of poetry. Yet, Oppenheimer was his own harshest critic. He once confessed that his work was not meant or fit for anyone's perusal, a humble admission that underlines his deep introspection. However, one of his creations managed to find its way into the public sphere. A somber meditation, a poem titled Crossing, was published in the Harvard literary magazine, Hound and Horn. This poignant piece provides a glimpse into the inner world of this eminent physicist, a world often eclipsed by his scientific exploits. Oppenheimer's poetry reveals a softer, more introspective side to the man often known only for his scientific contributions. We hope you enjoyed this amazing time capsule. Follow us for more great stories from the recent past.